Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm here with the second part. The previous video I did was how I built this three-dimensional shoreline. So if you would like to see that, I will leave a link to it at the end of this video and also in the description. So throughout this video you will see this shoreline change. This is not the end result that you're looking at right now. This is the largest piece to date that I have finished. It is a 30 by 20. I really enjoyed it. It did take a lot of resin, which I was not used to. It was 2 cups every single pour that I did. Okay, getting down to what we are doing in this video. Ignore the turquoise underpainting because I decided to go with a completely different color scheme. I wanted to do more blues and greens. I wanted to try to capture somewhat of the emerald green waters of Pensacola Beach. I don't think I achieved quite the emerald color I was looking for because there is a fine line between making it look emerald and making it look algae, and I have to find that in between. This is the second day and we're adding the second layer. I do apologize for it being grainy. I pulled this off of a live TikTok that I did. It won't look like this the rest of the video, I promise. Speaking of TikTok, if you're not already following me, head on over there and give me a follow. It's Diana's Resin Treasures. Okay, so right here you see me putting some very translucent aquamarine mica powder. My objective is to try to make it look like the sand is underwater right there in the shallows along the shoreline. I am now adding some clear resin in between my shells, and then I will be going in with my white pigment, and I'm trying to make it look like water and some waves crashing in between the shells. I'm using my casting craft white pigment, and then I put some Pinata white alcohol ink in with it, and the alcohol ink helps break up the casting craft to give you some cell action. Now I'm putting some clear resin right there on the very edge of my beach, and then I'll be laying my white casting craft right behind it and blowing some waves out over my ocean. Here is a close-up of what my shoreline and beach is looking like. I'm very happy with it, and you can see where I blew some waves out over the aquamarine, which is covering the white sand here that I'm pointing at. I'm very happy with the effects and how it looks. Next day, new layer. Here we are. I'm using the same colors as the previous day, and I am putting some aquamarine right there on my beach where the white sand is, and I'm trying to keep that very, very translucent along the shoreline. I decided that my beach and shoreline needed a little bit more, so I'm just repeating what I did the previous day, adding my clear and then putting my white on top, and then I'll be blowing it out. I did slow this part down to real time because I think it's important to see how fast you should be moving your heat gun so you don't burn your resin. Once you're done with your heat gun and you run your torch over your white pigment, it does help to break it up into cells. Once again, I am keeping this at real time so you can see how slow I'm blowing out my waves. I did not like how I blew this part out, and you will see me where I continuously keep messing with it, and you really don't want to do that. So here in just a second, you're going to see me take my fingers and just kind of wipe it off, and then I just let it go for this layer, and then I will fix it on the next layer. That's one of the greatest things about resin, is if you don't like how one of your layers turns out, just wait till the next day, re-pour, and 9 times out of 10 you can fix it. It's the next day, and this is the second to last layer, and I'm just using the same colors as before. I will be just putting clear resin right there along my shoreline because I don't want to put any more color other than you will see me drizzle some really translucent emerald green mica powder, and I just kind of drizzle that along the shoreline, trying to put that emerald color in there. I felt like I needed a little bit more dark out there in the deeper water, so I'm just drizzling some of my dark blue. I also felt like I needed a few more waves, so I'm going to be doing that as well. This is the final colored pour. Yay! So happy. Here's a close-up of the colors that I used. Sorry about the screen size. I had filmed this for one of my TikTok videos, but it's good because you can actually see the colors really well. One thing I want to add, and you'll see me do, is when I'm using mica powders, I like to put a little bit of the mica powder in the bottom of the cup, and then I pour just a little bit of resin first, and then I try to mix it up really well, and then I fill my cup up with the rest of the resin. I just feel like I can get it mixed a lot better that way. Like I said, I will be listing these colors that I used. However, I won't be able to give you exact measurements. I just kind of poured and mixed and stirred until I got the shades that I wanted. So that's what you'll have to do. You just come up with your own colors and figure out what colors you can relate to and what colors, when you think of the ocean, what colors you see. And for me, it changes because our ocean colors change. With every season, the ocean looks different. So I like to do a wide variety of colors whenever I'm doing these ocean seascapes. This is footage from a video that I shot for one of my TikToks, but what I like about this last section of the video is that you can really see it up close and see all the different colors and see the waves and see all the different details of it. So I hope you enjoy the last part of it. Again, on this final layer, I am only putting clear resin along my shoreline because I don't want any more colors there. I want that to stay as translucent as possible. I wanted to try something different on this layer. Instead of using my hands to blend the colors or my heat gun, I decided to use my blow dryer. I let it heat up till it got really hot, and I really like how it moved that resin and how it blended the colors. It just really moved the resin well. Well, if you're still here with me, I really appreciate it. And I want to say thank you so much to my new followers. I know I'm only up to 41, but every one of y'all matter to me. So thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time.